Some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people just sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess.
And now here is Elvis Presley.
I got news for you, baby.
So excited, I can't wait.
I think Presley was a star.
Well, heard the news.
Oh, he's such a sexy person. He will always be the king no matter what.
In the Elvis Presley news report of April and September, I informed you about the Elvis Seen/Unseen video screen concert tour. This is a reminder of the dates. The shows in the United States are October 30th Montclair, November 1st Westbury, November 2nd Atlantic City. And the shows in the United Kingdom are November 25 Manchester, 26 Cardiff, 27 Birmingham, 28 Sheffield, 29 Glasgow. And December 1st is the London O2 Arena. The show in London is completely sold out. I want you to meet these two German Elvis fans, Maike Berger and Angela Storm. They started a crowdfunding to raise money for an Elvis statue in Bad Nauheim. This was the city where Elvis lived while he was stationed in the army overseas. Instead of approaching a sculptor, they decided to get in contact with a 3D printing company, as Maike and Angela wanted a statue that is as realistic as possible. In 1958, some publicity photos of Elvis were taken in Bad Nauheim, and I am pretty sure you will be acquainted with this particular photo of Elvis. It was decided by the women that the statue of Elvis should be based on this photo and has to be placed on the exact spot where Elvis stood more than 60 years ago. The funding for casting the bronze statue is still in progress, but the 3D mock-up sample for the casting is already made. We can safely say that Maike and Angela have succeeded in their goal. With the use of state-of-the-art techniques, the most realistic statue of Elvis in the world has been created. Unfortunately, the funding is still not completed. A benefit concert on November 23rd in Bad Nauheim will hopefully get them to the finish line. If you want to donate, then find these women on Facebook. What a great initiative! In short, on November 29, Sony Legacy will be releasing a double vinyl album commemorating the 50th anniversary of the legendary 1969 American Sound Studio sessions. This album is an exclusive Record Store Day release featuring rare and unreleased outtakes. This release is limited to 4,000 copies worldwide. Rectification. In the Elvis Presley news report of October, I stated that Christmas at Graceland 2 would have its premiere at the Hallmark Channel on November 24. This is not correct. The film will be broadcasted on November 23rd at 8 p.m. Australian actress Olivia de Jong will star as Priscilla Presley in Baz Luhrmann's untitled Elvis Presley biopic. The switch on Graceland's traditional Christmas lights and decorations will be flipped on November 21st. According to Forbes magazine, Elvis is second on the list of highest paid dead celebrities after securing earnings of $39 million in 2019. Collectors label Follow That Dream Records announced the release date of the Making of Viva Las Vegas 3 CD and book set and the complete Elvis is Back Sessions 4 CD set. Both are expected to be available on November 18. They also confirmed that Blue Hawaii will be the next album to get the Sessions treatment. Here is the top 3 of highest paid prices for Elvis items at Juliens Auctions, which was held in New York in October. At number 3 is a leather gun belt signed from Elvis and the Colonel. Elvis gifted the belt to Brian Epstein and the Beatles when they visited his home in Los Angeles in August of 1965. It was sold for $48,000. At number 2 is Elvis's 1976 Harley-Davidson XLH Sportster. It was sold for $106,250. And at number 1,
we've got Elvis Presley's 1974 Mercedes-Benz 450 SLC Coupe. Yes, we got 110,000 going once, 110,000 going twice. Fair warning, sold 100,000.
Here are the top geographics for last month's report.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. You cannot get away. Do not think you can escape at night or early.
The answer to last month's trivia question was that all 3 songs feature whistling in it. This month I continue with the same type of question, but this time it is a lot easier. What do these 5 songs have in common? Place your answer in the comments.
Then you can stop my angel alone. Day to day.
Hello everybody! After uploading last month's video, it was announced that the screening of the Elvis Unleashed movie was being cancelled in the United States of America and in Australia. First it was told that this was due to technical difficulties, but later the true reason came to the light. There was a rights issue concerning the trailer. The distributor could not rectify the issue, meaning that the trailer had to be removed from all online and social media platforms. Fortunately for the European fans, the screening itself did have no effect to their part of the world. Well, and despite having ambivalent feelings concerning the Elvis Unleashed movie, I did went to the cinema. Did I have a nice evening? Yes, I did. The outtakes of the comeback special on a big screen was a real treat. Was it flawless? No. If I would have been in charge of the movie, I would have made other decisions. The movie existed of 3 parts. An introduction, a sit-down show and a stand-up show. The introduction part of half an hour with Steve Binder and Dennis Quaid was, in my view, superfluous. It gave background information about the comeback special that was aimed at the average cinema goer. But because of the lack of promotion, the seats in the cinema were filled with true Elvis fans and not the average cinema goer. So the introduction part was, in my view, unnecessary. Instead of that, I would have chosen to use also the outtakes of the musical segments. In other words, the gospel part, It Hurts Me, Guitar Man and the Bordello scene. Now we all know that the promotion of the movie was a total disaster, resulting in many empty seats in Europe. But I do hope the movie will get a second chance in Australia and in the USA, because it was such fun to see Elvis at his peak in footage that is rarely shown on the big screen. Goodbye. That's all for this month. Hope to see you next time. Until then, have a happy Elvis Presley Day.
You have a happy